Namaste and welcome to Yoga with Adrian. And today we'll be going through a complete chair yoga sequence. So no mat required today. What you do need will be a firm, stable chair. And let's get your chair ready. Put on your favorite tunes in the background. And I'll see you on the chair. Now let's begin on our feet, making sure that our feet is hip width apart, large toes pointing straight ahead. Now from here, as we inhale, keep the spine long and extending the hands up to the sky, placing the palms together and looking straight ahead. Inhaling, feeling the lengthening in the spine, the stretching out of your shoulders as we begin with an easy stretch to begin the session with. Now, as we exhale, just gently lean over to the right-hand side, feeling a gentle stretch at the left-hand side of the body, extending the arms straight, trying to get them in line with your ears and the gaze straight ahead. And inhale, back to center, and exhale to the left-hand side, keeping the gaze looking forwards. And we're still extending the palms to our left. Inhale, back up. Let's do that a few more rounds. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back up to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back up to the center. And exhale to the left. And inhale, back up to the center and release. From here, let's move over to the back of our chair, placing our hands securely on the backrest. And from here, we're going to walk our feet back until we try to get our ears in line with the arms and trying to get our ankles under our hips. We can start with bend knees, and what we want to do is as we inhale, lengthen the spine to the back, pushing the hips to the back, getting nice lengthening in the lower back, and stretching out our shoulder blades as well. And we're trying to bring our chest as low to the ground as possible. Now, from here, we can slowly try to straighten the legs out, pushing the hips back, trying to drop the chest a little bit further down, getting a nice stretch in the shoulder blades. And taking a deep breath as we do so. Inhale, feel the lengthening of the spine, pushing the hips back, trying to bring the chest further down. Let's stay here for a few more breaths. And 2 more deep breaths. Keep pushing the hips back, stretching out those shoulders. Feeling the gentle stretch in the lower back. 1 more deep breath. Now, on your next inhalation, slowly walk the feet back carefully and engaging the core, bring the body back into a standing position. And let's move over to our chair. Now, once we're on the chair, remember to bring the feet hip width apart, toes always pointing straight ahead, some space away from the back of the chair, and we're sitting with the spine lengthened, wrapping the abdominals in to keep our torso straight. And let's begin with a little bit of shoulder release. So we're going to bring our arms back like a cactus hand, and we're just going to do some easy arm circles. And as we inhale, we bring the elbows back, stretching out the shoulders and the chest. Exhale to the front, inhale to the back, just as much as you can manage. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more deep breath. And from here, let's reverse to the back and to the front, just to really loosen up the tight shoulders. Get the circulation into the shoulder blades before we go on to stronger movements. 2 more breaths. And 1 one more deep breath. Now from here, now that our shoulders are loosened up, let's stretch our neck up. From here, let's place our left hand over on our right thigh, securing our body straight, and we're going to use our right hand to apply light pressure to the left side of our temple, getting a gentle stretch at the side of the neck, all the way down to the shoulder blades. And we're looking straight ahead, and we'll hold this for 5 breaths. 4, 3, remember, don't use too much pressure, just enough so that you can feel a light pressure. 1, inhale and release. And let's change hands. Right hand over to the left thigh, bringing the left hand up to the side of the head, around the temple area, just using very light pressure to give a light stretch to the side of the neck. Breathing in deeply, making sure we're getting plenty of oxygen. And we're starting with our neck and moving downwards. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more breath. And from here, inhale. Let's come back to the center. Now from here, we're going to, now that we've loosened up our shoulders and our neck, we're going to put a little bit more stretch onto our chest and our front of the shoulders. So making sure that we have some space between the back, so we're able to wrap in our abdominals, keeping the spine straight. We're going to, as we inhale, bring the arms up as far, as close to your ear as possible. And from here, we're going to bend the elbows, interlacing the fingers, pushing the arms back, and we're trying to squeeze our elbows into the side of our heads, lifting our chest up, looking forwards, and then pushing our arms back, really feeling a strong stretch in our chest and in the front of our shoulders. And inhale deeply, lengthen the spine, pushing the arms to the back. We'll hold here for 3 more deep breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And from here, we gently release the hands back down to the thigh. Now that we've done our shoulders, let's stretch the side of our torso. So we're going to do a goddess pose, and then we're going to go stronger from there. So first, let's open up our legs as wide as is comfortable for you while remaining seated. And the toes are roughly pointing out 45 degrees, making sure that the foot and the knee is in alignment so that we don't put excess strain on the knee joints. Now from here, we're going to inhale, lengthening our spine, extending our fingers up to the air, energy through the fingers, and we're going to drop our left hand down onto our left knee. And we're going to bring our left elbow down as we stretch our right hand over to the left hand side. As we inhale, turn the chest slightly up, the gaze is slightly up towards the sky. So no need to strain the neck, just a slight gaze will do. What we want to do is try to bring the chest up as much as possible, getting a nice strong stretch in the right hand side of the torso. Enjoying the stretch with every inhalation. We try to open up the space in the spine. Lifting the chest a little bit more. Stretching out the right hand a little bit more. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more deep breath. Now from here, let's bring our left hand under our right seat, holding the bottom of the seat securely and resting the left elbow down on your left thigh. We're going to stretch the body forwards. So our arms, we're going to turn our chest down towards the ground and stretching our hand out roughly about 45 degrees. We're now gazing down at the ground and trying to stretch our hands upwards, and make sure that your left elbow is pressing hard onto your left thigh and your left hand is gripping the seat securely so that you won't fall off the chair. You feel the stretch sensation slightly different on your right shoulder. So it's going to be more around your lats muscle. One more breath and inhale back to center. Was that a strong stretch? Now let's do the right hand side. From here, right hand on the right knee. And as we bring the left hand over, drop the right elbow down on your right thigh. Stretch the left hand over and inhale. Turn the chest up to the sky. Gazing up towards the sky slightly. And as you inhale, we're lengthening our spine, stretching our left hand out, turning the chest up more. Giving a nice strong stretch to our body. We're opening up all the space in our spinal column, especially if you've been sitting down a lot recently, working or maybe Netflix binging. So we just want to really stretch it out, get some mobility in, releasing all the tightness in the spine. One more deep breath. Now from here, let's bring our right hand underneath our seat. Grabbing the right hand tightly, pressing the right elbow on your right thigh, and let's turn the chest towards the ground. Stretching out our hand 45 degrees outwards, and we're gazing down to the ground. And as we inhale, stretch it out further. That's right. So you feel the stretch now much stronger on the lat muscles. So remember to really press the elbow down tightly so you don't fall off the chair, and you can lean as much as you can. 2 more deep breaths. We're almost there. 1 more deep breath. And from here, inhale back to the center, raising both the hands up. Exhaling, bringing the hands down. And let's use our hands to help bring our legs back together to the starting position again. And next we're going to work on our spinal flexion and extension that controls the front and back movement of our spine. Now, we start with a little bit of rounding of the back, very similar to your cat pose. So begin with the palms on the thighs or near your knees. Now, as we exhale, we want to push the middle of the back towards the backrest of the chair. So when you sit, make sure there's space between the backrest, tucking the chin in and sucking in the belly, engaging the core, pushing the middle of the back towards the chair, making sure that you're breathing deeply. So with every exhalation, we try to compress the abdominals to push the middle of the back towards the chair more. 2 more breaths. 1 more deep breath. Now from here, inhale, let's come back to the center. Reach towards the backrest of your chair, gripping it tightly, bending the elbows, bringing the elbows close to each other, and pushing our chest forwards and up. Gaze is slightly upwards. So now we're doing the opposite movement. We're bringing our elbows in. As we inhale, lift the chest, push it out, stretching your front of the chest and the front shoulder muscles. Gazing up slightly. And keep pushing with every inhalation. Push the chest further. 1 more deep breath. Inhale, push the chest further and release. Now from here, let's add in a little bit of movement before we go on to our next pose. So the hands on the thighs from here. As we exhale, remember we're flexing our spine to the back, sucking in the belly, pushing our spine towards the back. Inhale, lift the chest, stretch it up forwards. Let's do that 3 more rounds. Exhale, suck in the belly, push the middle of the back towards the back. Inhale, lift the chest, forward and up. 2 more. Exhale, tuck the chin in, push the middle of the back back. Inhale, chest forward and up. And last one. Exhale, curl the spine in, push the middle of the back back. Inhale, lift the chest, gazing up slightly. and exhale back to the center. From here, now let's deepen our forward fold. So open up your legs, slightly widen the body, making sure that the feet is in line with the knees. Now, from here with your hands on your knees, slowly as we exhale, curl the belly in, rounding the spine slightly, and just letting the whole body roll down to the ground. Letting your hands run down your legs until your hands can touch the ground. If your hands can't touch the ground, it's fine. Just remain where you are. If you can, just place the palms securely on the ground. And from here, slowly letting the body drop further, bending your elbows if you need to. And so we're working with our exhalation. So as we exhale, just soften the belly, let the body drop further down, getting a nice forward bend, relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders. So with every exhalation, just relax the body and let it drop a little lower, making sure that your seat bones are always firmly grounded on your chair. One more breath. Now from here, as we inhale, slowly use your palms to support your body and engage your abdominals to bring the body back. And you can use your hands to close your legs back together in starting position. Now, let's continue by sitting our seat all the way back to the backrest, and we're going to crack our back right now. So lean back onto the backrest. It's best that if you have a backrest that is slightly below your shoulder blades in the middle of your back, and we're going to inhale to straighten out the spine, leaning back, extending the arms out, interlacing the fingers, and just lifting the chest up to the sky, making sure that your feet are grounded on the floor, the seat bones are grounded on the chair. We're stretching our hands to the back, lifting our chest out as much as we can. We're looking up to the sky. As we inhale, lift the chest out, stretch the hands back. And at this point, you may feel the middle of your back start to crack, releasing all the stress and tension in the upper back, especially if you've been sitting a long time. Let's stay here for a few more breaths. Inhaling, lift the chest up. Extend the hands back to the back. Two more deep breaths. One more breath. Now from here, slowly, as you inhale, engage your abdominals to lift the body up and come back into a nice sitting position with the hands back on the thighs. If you want to, you can pause the video and catch your breath. If not, let's continue. Now from here, let's stretch out our hips. So we're done with the spine. Now we're going to work on the hips. So let's cross the right leg over the left, making sure to flex the left foot in. Now, we begin with the hands on the shin and inhaling, lifting the chest up. As we exhale, just drop the chest forwards and down, lengthening the spine as you go down. And as you can reach your shins, we bring the elbows to the shin to use the elbows to pull the body forward more to get a deeper stretch. Now you can go further. You can drop your elbows to your foot and wrap around your legs and drop the body further, getting a deep stretch in the right hip joint. And exhaling to bring the body lower. So inhaling to push the chest and the spine forwards. Exhaling, softening the belly to go even lower. Remember to keep both your seat bones grounded on the chair. Two more deep breath. One more breath. Now from here, as we inhale, use your hands to help push you up back to a sitting position. And now the legs are still crossed. Let's bring our right knee up. And we're holding both our right knee with our hands. Now as we exhale, we're going to turn our belly to the back. So we're going to look backwards. At the same time, we're going to use our hands to pull the right knee into the chest. And if you're able to, you can bring your elbows into your knee, getting a stronger stretch, hugging the knee to the chest, and exhaling, turn the chest to the back. Much stronger stretch for your hip. Exhale and turn. Just a few more breaths. Try to pull the knee in deeper. And as you exhale, lift the chest up and turn to the back. A little bit more. 2 more deep breaths. One more breath. And from here, gently inhale and release back to the front. Now this series of poses is really good, especially if you suffer from a lot of lower back pain because of tight hips or sitting down. So you can use it as often as you want to just release all the pain and the tightness in the lower back. Okay, from here let's do the other side. Let's cross the left leg over the right, flexing the left foot in to protect the left knee, and starting with the hands on the shin. From here, inhale, we lengthen the spine and soften the belly to stretch the body forwards. And once we drop far enough, shift over to your elbows to continue pulling the body forwards. And if you're able to, you can wrap your elbows around your foot and go even lower. So as you inhale, we want to bring the spine forwards. And as we exhale, we're letting all the air out of the belly to drop it down lower, closer to the leg. Just a few more breaths. Two more breaths. One more breath. And from here, slowly as we inhale, use your hands to support you and bring your body back up to the center. Now let's bring the left knee into the chest, holding the left knee with both your hands and pulling the knee into the chest. Now as you exhale, twist from the belly, turn the chest to the back. And if you're able to, just wrap the elbow into the knee, hugging the knee in as close to your chest as possible. And as you exhale, turn the chest more to the back. So inhale, we broaden our chest, lengthening our spine. As we exhale, hug the knee in closer to the chest, turning to the back more. Strong stretch into the hip joint. Remember, keep your breathing relaxed so that your muscles and your hip can relax, so you can stretch it a little further. Two more breaths. One more deep breath. And from here, as we inhale, gently release. And let's bring the body and the legs back down to the center. Was that a good stretch? And of course, if you find it helpful, you can always pause the video and you can do the stretch much longer, especially if you're suffering from any amount of tight hips or lower back pain. Now let's come back to our feet and we come into a standing position. From here, we're going to stretch the front of our thighs into a standing lunge. So first, let's place our palms firmly on the chair and we're going to step our right leg one big step back. So remember, we're pressing our palms down into the chair, lifting our chest up, letting our gaze be forwards, making sure that our knee is directly over the ankle, and we're trying to just stretch our right thigh back as far as we can go. Using your hands to lift the chest up, getting a nice lunge. So we're stretching out our hip flexors, stretching out our thigh, and then breathing in deeply. With every inhalation, we're lifting the chest up, and we're trying to extend our right thigh back further. And we just hold here for a few more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now from here, be careful. Just slowly straighten the right leg up. And our hands are still grounded, and we're trying to bring both the legs straight, both feet facing forwards. And we're trying to bring our head as close to our knee as possible. So as we exhale, we push our hips back and try to bring the forehead closer to the knee. Pyramid pose. Make sure that your palms are firmly pressed down into the chair for support. Squeezing both thighs in, pushing the hip back, and as exhale, bring the forehead closer to the knee. Giving our hamstrings a nice, strong stretch. 1 more deep breath. Now from here, be careful, we bend the front knee. Lifting the chest up and slowly sliding our right leg forwards with a bent knee chair position, and bringing our body up and kicking our legs up, releasing any tension in the leg before we do the other side. From here, let's do the left hand side. So remember, we start with the palms firmly on the seat of the chair, and we're going to just step our left leg 1 big step to the back. Now, making sure that our right knee is directly over the ankle, extending the arms forwards, pressing the palms down, lifting the chest up, and then extending the left thigh as far back as you can go. Stretching the front of our left hip flexor, stretching the left thigh back. As we inhale, we're lifting the chest up, lengthening our spine. The gaze is facing forwards. So we're nicely balanced over our right leg. So not a lot of tension on the hands or the shoulders. And we're still stretching our left thigh back, keeping our spine long, chest forwards, gaze forwards. Two more deep breaths. One more breath. Now from here, with the hands firmly on the seat, slowly stretch the front leg. So you find that your back leg is too far, you can always bring the left leg forward a little bit more. So now we're straightening our right leg, squeezing our thighs together, pushing our hips to the back. And as we exhale, we're trying to bring the forehead down close to our knee. So now we're getting a strong stretch into our right hamstring. Remember, we're pushing the hip back, bring the forehead close to the knee. Make sure you keep the thighs squeezed in, push the hip back, exhale, forehead to the knee. Just a few more breaths. Two more breaths. One more breath. Now from here, inhale, we lift the chest up, bending the front knee, slowly slide the left leg forwards, and then inhaling slowly, return back to a nice standing position. Was that a strong leg workout. And finally, let's come back into a nice, simple seated position, making sure that the feet is in line with the hip and the toes facing forwards. The palms are gently on your thighs, and we're sitting with the spine tall, the shoulders relaxed. And let's finish off with 3 deep breaths to fully relax our body. And of course, if you like to stay a little longer in this pose, you can either stop the video, stay here enjoying your relaxing tunes in the background for a few minutes just to catch your breath back and relax the body, or you can go onto your mat if you have one nearby and go into a 5-minute savasana. And let's finish off with 3 deep breaths. With your eyes closed, inhale deeply through the nose, letting the breath flow all the way to your fingers and toes. And as you exhale, all the tiredness and all the tension is flowing out of the body. 2 more deep breaths. Inhaling energy through the whole body. Exhaling, all the tightness is flowing out. And final breath. Inhale and exhale. And slowly bring your awareness back into your room. Gently open your eyes. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good stretch today, especially if you've been sitting down a lot, either at work or just watching TV. You can do this multiple times through the day to just stretch out the whole body, just an easy workout. And hope to see you again in the next video, which will be coming shortly. So remember to subscribe below so you can be informed every time we have a new video coming in. So namaste and have a good week ahead.